Hello students, you are welcome in trigonometry part 5. Now we will continue with the results. Now today some more important results. Now it is first tangent 2a. We have done this result before. Tangent 2a is 2 tangent a upon 1 minus tangent square a. You observe angle on both sides. Here on the left hand side angle is 2a. On the right hand side angle is a. It means angle on the right hand side will be half of the angle given on the left hand side. Similarly, now the next formula is sine 2a. Now we have done the formula sine 2a, which is 2 sine a cos a, but now this formula is sine 2a in terms of tangent a, and the formula is 2 tangent a upon 1 plus tangent square a. You observe these two results, here negative sign, here it is positive sign. Cos 2a in terms of tangent will be 1 minus tangent square a upon 1 plus tangent square a. Now some more results. Sine 3a, it is equal to sine of 3a, it is equal to 3 sine a minus 4 sine cube a. Cos 3a, 4 cos cube a minus 3 cos a. You try to observe these results. Now on the left hand side angle is 3a. On the right hand side angle is 1/3 of the angle given on the left hand side. 1/3. It means if it is 6a on the left hand side, on the right hand side it will be 1/3, that is 2a. Similarly tangent 3a, 3 tangent a minus tangent cube a upon 1 minus 3 tangent square a. Now we will use these results. Suppose we have to evaluate the value of cos 135 degree using identity. We can find this value without using identity, but first of all we are calculating the value using identity. Now cos 135 can be written as 3 into 45 degree. It means now we can use the formula cos of 3a. So using the formula cos 3a, you have to replace a by 45 degree. So cos of 3 into 45 degree will be 4 cos cube 45 minus 3 into cos 45 degree, and cos cube 45 degree, that is also cos 45 degree whole cube. You can put the values of cos 45 and then you can simplify. So you will get the value minus 1 upon root 2. Now there is alternate method to find the value without using identity. So 135, that can be written as 90 plus 45. We can also write 135 as 180 minus 45. It's our choice, then it will be the third method. Now we are writing 90 plus 45, and now using t ratios of cos 90 plus theta. Cos 90 plus theta, it is equal to minus sin theta. We know we have to convert cos into sin in 90. 90 plus means angle is given in the second quadrant, and in the second quadrant cos is negative, so that's why it is negative sign here. So now using this formula it is minus sin 45, and put the value, it is minus 1 upon root 2. I hope it is clear. You can use any method, but if method is mentioned then you have to use that method only. Now some more results. These results will be used to express the sum of t ratios or difference of t ratios into product. Sum or difference into product. It means if sin x plus sin y, you try to observe there is plus sign, and we have to express the sum of t ratios into product using these formulas. Right hand side is 2 sin x plus y upon 2. You mind angle given, that will be x and y, so x plus y upon 2 into cos x minus y upon 2. Next formula sin x minus sin y, it is 2 cos x plus y upon 2 into sin x minus y upon 2. Similarly cos x plus cos y, there is a little bit difference. Here both terms will be of cos. So 2 cos x plus y upon 2 into cos x minus y upon 2. Cos x minus cos y minus 2 sin, there is change in the formula, so pattern is changed now. Minus 2 sin x plus y upon 2 into sin x minus y upon 2. And now the next set of results, that these results will be used to express product into sum of trigonometric functions. Express product into sum. The previous results were used to express sum or difference into product. Now, for example, if we have 2 sine A sine B, then this is product, and we have to express product into sum. Now cos A minus B minus cos A plus B, it is formula. Similarly, 2 cos A cos B, it will be cos A plus B plus cos A minus B. It means on the right hand side, if you use cos A plus B and cos A minus B formula, then after simplification you will get left hand side. Now the next formula, minus 2 sine A cos B, it is sine A plus B plus sine A minus B. Similarly, 2 cos A sine B is sine A plus B minus sine A minus B. So you have to remember these results and you have to write these formulas again, then it will be in your permanent memory. Now some questions based on the results. It is one example. Sin x, prove that sin x minus sin y upon cos x plus cos y is equal to tangent of x minus y upon 2. If you observe the statement, this on the left hand side we are given difference and sum of t ratios, but on the right hand side we are not given sum and difference. It means on the left hand side we have to use the sum of t ratios or product, sum of t ratios into product, or difference of t ratios into product, means we have to use these results. So using sin x minus sin y in the numerator and cos x plus cos y in the denominator. Now using this result, we will have 2 cos x plus y upon 2. We are using sin x minus sin y. And similarly, you can complete this formula. Denominator, use cos x plus cos y. The formula is 2 cos x plus y upon 2 into cos x minus y upon 2. You can cancel the similar terms. You will have sin x minus y upon 2 upon cos x minus y upon 2, and which is tangent x minus y upon 2, and which is same as right hand side. So that's why we have proved it. So write down, hence proved. We have to solve the questions of exercise 3.3, some questions based on the formulas that we have done. It is fourth question of NCERT. Prove that 2 sin square 3 pi by 4 plus 2 cos square pi by 4 plus 2 secant square pi by 3 is equal to 10. We will solve left hand side. Because it is sin square, so we can write down sin 3 pi by 4 whole square. So you have to write all the terms in the same way. Now find the value of sin 3 pi by 4. 3 pi by 4 can be written as pi minus pi by 4. Similarly, cos pi by 4, we directly know this value from the table. Cos pi by 4 is 1 upon root 2. Secant pi by 3 is 2. And now in this, what is sin pi minus pi by 4? Using t ratios of sin 180 minus theta, it is equal to sin theta, because 180 minus theta is second quadrant. In the second quadrant, sign is positive, so that's why there is positive sign here. So sin pi by 4 whole square. Now put the value of sin pi by 4, 1 upon root 2 whole square. You can simplify and it will be equal to 10, which is right hand side. So hence it is proved. It may be clear to you. Now the sixth question. Prove that cos pi by 4 minus x into cos pi by 4 minus y minus sin pi by 4 minus x into sin pi by 4 minus y is equal to sin x plus y. We will solve the left hand side of it. You write the left hand side and you observe the left hand side. If you observe it, let pi by 4 minus x is A, pi by 4 minus y is angle B. So now you write it is cos A cos B minus sin A sin B, and this is a reverse formula of cos A plus B. So this is equal to cos A plus B. So it means using this formula in this part, so cos of A means pi by 4 minus x plus B means pi by 4 minus y. You can simplify pi by 4 plus pi by 4 is pi by 2. Taking minus common, minus of x plus y. And now using t ratios for 90, cos 90 minus A, it will be equal to sin A. So using this t ratio, it is equal to sine of x plus y, and which is right hand side. So that's why it is proved. So write down hence proved after proving this statement. I hope it is clear. There is one more question. Question number 8. Now prove that cos pi plus x into cos pi minus x upon cos pi minus x sin pi minus x into cos pi by 2 plus x is equal to cotangent square x. We have to change the t ratios. Cos pi plus x, pi plus angle, it is third quadrant. Pi means 180 plus theta, 180 angle is greater than 180 means third quadrant, and cos is negative in the third quadrant. So therefore cos pi plus x is minus cos x. What is cos of minus x? I told you that when angle is negative, so that will be considered in the fourth quadrant. So cos of minus x will be plus cos x. In the fourth quadrant, cos is positive. Now sin pi minus x, it is second quadrant, so sin should be positive, so plus sin x. Cos pi by 2 plus x, pi by 2 plus second quadrant, because of pi by 2 we have to convert cos into sin. In the second quadrant cos should be negative, so therefore negative sign. You put these values here and simplify, you will get cotangent square x. So I hope it is clear. So both sides are equal, it must be negative sign here. So it is equal to right hand side, so therefore it is proved. Now move on to the next question, 11th. Prove that cos 3 pi by 4 plus x minus cos 3 pi by 4 minus x is equal to minus root 2 sin x. We can solve this question using two different methods. One method which I have used here, using cos a plus b, using cos a minus b. We know the formula cos a plus b should be equal to cos a cos b minus sin a sin b. You can identify what is a. We are talking a means 3 pi by 4, b means x only. Similarly in this, if you want to apply cos a minus b, then this is the formula. This is a, this is b, and you apply these formulas in these two terms. We have used like this. So now you can open the bracket, change the sign, these two terms will be cancelled. It is after addition minus 2 sin 3 pi by 4 into sin x. Find the value of sin 3 pi by 4 using 3 pi by 4 as pi minus pi by 4. And what is sin pi minus theta? It is using this identity, it is equal to sin a, so it should be equal to sin pi by 4, and put the value, it will be minus root 2 sin x, which is same as right hand side. I hope it is clear. Thank you for this.